Hey, welcome to Wahala Unwrapped. My name is Cynthia. You know how we do here. Okay, so basically, we talk about politics and everything related to the elections in a fun way. Young people are having the conversation ahead of the 2023 general elections, be it education, be it financial aspect, the economy, agriculture, everything. Because, like we all know, that these policies are definitely going to be affecting the young people. So, we are very, very particular about who makes it to the seat and the kind of policies they might likely put in place. So that, I mean, as a young person, I don't have to have a need to jackpot because the guy will be a good jackpot. All right, so with me today, I have John Kelvin. As you can see, he's a property guy. All right, so what was that? Let's see your. I can really tell that is how your mind is. If you think about the Nigerian situation, is your face like this?
Kind of.
Or is your face
No,
like this?
like a little bit like this, a mixture of this and this. Yeah,
Okay, great, great,
yeah.
great,
Pleasure
great.
to be here.
Okay, so um, I'm sure that okay. We won't discuss full politics,
Okay,
but we'll just make it just fun enough for everyone to enjoy. So
okay,
this is it. I'm going to ask you your first question.
okay.
As a person who is into property, which of the three candidates do you think would likely bring policies that would change and turn around the housing situation in the country?
Well, it's not about the candidates themselves. It's about um, who would actually deliver a better governance, right? Because when there's good governance, where there are the right policies in place, business every kind of business is going to thrive. All right. So it's not to me. I believe it's not about what each of the candidates come out to say. Okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. But from the way we are looking at them, from past experiences of what they've done, who do we think can actually create an enabling environment for business to thrive? Because once there's an enabling environment, every kind of business will thrive, including real estate, basically.
Including real estate.
Yeah.
This is you being political in your response. I can sense it. You don't want to say anything. You don't want to point a finger.
Okay.
I'm going to force you to point a finger.
Okay.
Just point at one person that you think. Is it Emilio Con? That you think, okay, he's going. Okay, sorry. Why do I keep calling him Emilio Con? Okay, is it the Jagaban? You think that, okay, he's going to do a lot of things, his policies are gonna boost real estate, the housing, because the truth is housing is a problem in this country.
Yeah.
A lot of young people, actually, the kind of prices of houses we see, lots of young people cannot, they don't even have the money to pay for these houses, which has led them to do all sorts of things. So I mean, what do you have to say about that as a young person?
The fundamental problem of housing deficits we have in Nigeria is, if we, I have a wide spectrum of things, but if I'm to narrow
I
them
speaking big
down,
big English, oh.
okay, okay, so there are a lot of things, all
Uh-huh.
right, but if I'm to narrow them down, I'll narrow them down to two things basically.
Okay.
Number one is underdevelopment. Of course, Nigeria is an underdeveloped country, but then we've not really had, governance that has been keen on utilizing our resources to develop. Okay, let's just say we're not utilizing the money we have in this country to develop the country. So that's one. So we have underdevelopment. So, and that results to a lot of people rushing to certain locations, and then the price of property goes up. Then the second thing is poverty. All right, we are not creating. We've not had good governance to create employment, to create enabling environment for businesses. So because of that, a lot of people, the money in Nigeria is just rotating in a few hands. All right.
Wait, you said we've not had good governance to create employment, but I don't know. I don't know. I have to be corrected,
Okay.
but let me hide my face first of all. I remember one president said they're going to create so number of jobs, employment, trader money, market money.
You see, you see, there was a video I was watching yesterday. I was talking about Britain was in the 16th or 17th century.
Yeah.
Britain was has one of the most corrupt civil service in the world. So, but today it's like totally an opposite. So, what did they really do? They actually created policies that made it difficult for those civil servants to take bribe, and like if there was nothing to bribe people about, you may not really want to take bribe.
That reminds me about bribe. A young man, Bashir. I'm sure you've heard of Bashir. He's very lousy on Twitter.
Okay.
Talks plenty.
Okay.
Not lousy is the word now. Okay, no, not lousy. No, not lousy, but he talks a lot on Twitter. And he said there's a case against him which he has been found to be collecting money for jobs and all of that. Did you see that story?
Yeah.
What do you think about it?
Well, it's just what I was saying. The truth is, I don't know personally because I probably have not done my findings, but it is not alien to us. It is something that is common. We all know. If you're an honest Nigerian, you know that there is corruption in virtually any space, especially in the civil service. All right. So I don't know for sure. So I can't say yes, or if he's saying the truth, or if he's not saying the truth, because I cannot just stay and make claims that I have.
It's
not
there. I
verified.
think we're going to see the clip on the screen. Like the news broke out, and I think is it the Independent Corrupt Practice? Yeah, they were the ones. It was called for questioning for him being connected to job related, job racketeering or all of those things. Yeah, and I mean for a young person, I think he's also part of the APC the APC government.
Okay.
So yeah, the story was out there. I mean, it's out there.
So okay, that means it's verified and it's out there. You see, that's still it's something that we all know happens, and these things would happen as long as the current system is still in place. Now, why are people racketeering for civil service jobs? One is because of lack of employment. The employment rate is about I think it's up to how many percent now? Over 33% or so.
Yeah, over
33% or so. So where in a situation whereby the government is not actively creating jobs, because there are two ways the government can create jobs. They can create directly and indirectly. Indirectly is true when they create policies that would empower businesses. Businesses would then employ people. So when people are not employed, so they feel like everybody has to rush to get, or to struggle to get the government jobs because they are highly paid, this, that,
and
then
guarantee.
It's guarantees, but we call it employment for life, and then it's also, we also know some of the things that happen, like, so there are some people that don't really work, they are just employed.
They don't go to work.
They don't go to work. Maybe they might go once in a month. Some people there are people that work in Abuja here, but they are not in Abuja, they might be in another state, stuff like that. So people have to pay for this job because it has a form of guarantee, easy pay, easy done, So these are some of the things. But if we have a system that creates jobs and does not make this these systems work the way they are working now, then there'll be no corruption. There'll be no need for job racketeering.
Okay, I want to ask you a question. Among the three candidates, who is most youth friendly?
Okay. Well,
on all angles.
Okay. Let me just talk about the three major candidates, so we don't waste time talking about so many other people. Among the three candidates,
are you calling Kwankwa so many other people?
Well, we know in politics you need to look at forces. All right. So you look at forces. There are people. In fact, every party has its candidate, but there are some you don't know.
But
why?
Kwankwa is
because
a strong person in the north.
In the north, all right, we're talking about Nigeria. Nigeria is not the north, all right. Nigeria is Nigeria. It's not the north. So that's just it.
Okay.
So youth friendly. Well, I don't need to say what I feel. I have to say what I see. So from what we see, in real life and in social media
You
space.
know, away from aggravation, away from sensation, away from all of
See,
that.
of course, it's not about sensation, all right? When the Nigeria Bar Association had their conference, and a certain candidate was invited, or some major candidates were invited, and then the legal practitioners who are supposed to be the proper people, and went kind of
Destroying
haywire,
things.
not destroying things. They went kind of haywire, chanting somebody's name, and you can tell from the kind of legal practitioners that were chanting his name, they were of the young demography. So it goes to show you. So that is not sensation. So when we take it out of social media now, that is not sensation, that is real life engagements. Okay, yesterday, the same candidate I'm talking about right now, yesterday I also saw.
Who is the candidate? You don't have a
Coming.
name?
Yesterday, I also saw a video of some young people marching under the rain, and they were chanting, what were they chanting again? Under rain, no shishi. Under rain, no shishi. So we know who that no shishi is synonymous to.
But we all that no shishi is just a very sensational word, because the truth is they always have shishi too.
Well, the thing is, your question was, who does the youths actually
No, I mean away from this, like before this election now. Do you get, before this whole election feeling and all?
well, you cannot take it away, because apart from the election, apart from governance, there are people that the youth have no business with. All right, the three candidates, if they were not contesting for election, the youth don't care about them. The youth care about their future. They care about their present. They want a better life. So, which is why they care about them. It's just like your movie stars. If they are not in the movies, and they are,
Or they stop producing films.
or they stop, not like they stop, but they've already been there.
Okay, yeah.
If they were never there, let's take for example, I'm an actor. I've never casted in any movie. Nobody cares about me, even if they know I'm an actor, but they won't really care about me much. But because I'm entertaining them, same thing with the musician. Because I'm entertaining, I'm giving them value. All right, there's a purpose I'm serving in their life, which is why they are always talking about me. The same thing with these politicians. There's a purpose that they are serving in the youth's life. Oh, we believe that this person has the capacity to give us what we want, the kind of good governance that we want, which is why they are talking. Apart from that, P2B was a businessman billionaire. I mean, it's P2B that I'm talking about right now. He was a businessman billionaire from when he was in his 30s. Nobody cared about him. Many of us didn't know him until he surfaced in the political scene, which was from his state in Anambra, and that was where people knew him from. And now he came back again. Even when he left office, nobody was talking about him until he came back again to contest, for vice presidency, in PDP, and also now Labour Party, as president. So that is why people are actually talking about these, major political presidential aspirants. So basically, that's it.
Which first lady will you be able to endure?
Well, the thing is, we need to be very, very objective. And if we're being objective, the first lady.
Don't forget you're a young man.
Yes, I
Look at all the three women.
Of course. That is if I'm to start picking on first ladies, that would be an emotional reaction. Why? Yes, it would be an emotional reaction because basically the first ladies has little or negligible impact in governance. As a matter of fact, the way the Nigeria politics is structured. I mean, the presidency is structured. Most of the powers rest on the president, on the center. Very few of it, is vested upon even the vice president. So even if no matter who the first lady is, it has very little and very negligible impact. So it is going to just be an emotional. Okay, maybe one person's wife is very pretty, and what would that have to do with God?
It would have a lot.
So what will it
no, it will have a lot. I mean, don't worry, we're gonna go on a short break, and when I come back, we're gonna list the other first ladies that we've had before. I mean,
Mm.
they've been very, 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 very
Okay.
impactful.
All right.
Okay. All right, welcome back. It's still Wahala Unwrapped. My name is Cynthia, and of course, I still have John Kelvin, the property guy. Now, don't forget that this is brought to you by Praise Nigeria. Don't forget to click like our page, subscribe, everything you do, share to all your friends, loved ones, and of course, enemies. So we stopped at the point where we're talking about first ladies. I would like to see a very beautiful first lady. Yes, I do know that we once had a first lady who, okay, let me not say once. We actually have a first lady that governor's wife actually took cakes to her in Dubai. I don't know. I like such enjoyments. Okay, I like that kind of enjoyment. But then, does that even make any sense?
Okay, it doesn't basically. So you talked about good-looking first ladies, pretty first ladies. So
And also active and smart.
okay, so why we're not talking about handsome presidents?
Oh.
Yeah. So
Oh.
you know,
Well, well, when it comes
our
to
presidents are not supposed to be good-looking.
yeah. Oh, yeah. When we come to good-looking candidate we have presently, Obi is good-looking. Atiku is good-looking. I don't know about.
Yeah, I think he's actually a fine man.
I don't know about the other one. Okay, okay. When he was younger, yeah, he was good looking. But you know what they say?
I have a picture of him when he was younger, and I don't think he's.
I was about to say I been get
Well,
no be property.
nobody's ugly per se, but
No.
when you compare,
No, some people are tutu poyoyo.
but he's not. Okay, he's not.
No, but the thing is, talking about good looking candidates we have presently, like actually appealing to the eyes, not imaginary good looking, or it should be good looking, but like when you look at the person in the picture, you can say, okay, this person is good looking. Atiku is good looking. Obi is good looking.
Okay, Sowore is also good looking.
Sure what?
Sowore, yeah, he's also good looking.
Very soon you say Kwankwaso is good looking.
Well, these are old men, so their looks are.
I'm imagining them when they were young. Like when you look at Atiku as a young person, he still has the looks even at old.
Do you know? Do you know?
I'm looking at an Obi as a young person.
Do you know Buhari is more handsome than every other?
Yes. Yeah. No. Truly. Yes. But no, Buhari is a very cute man. Oh.
Okay.
Very. Oh, he's very cute.
You need to see him when he was young.
Yes, he's very, very cute. You know, whenever I see this comedian Tagwai, I just have a picture of Buhari as a young man. She gets. Buhari was very okay. As a young man, he was very good looking.
Yeah,
but
very,
and even
very
as an old man now, he still has the looks. That's just it. Another person that has the looks also is Atiku Abubakar, and then Obi also have the look. But we can't say the same.
Obi is just there. It's just it's just there. It's just
okay. Not like good looking, but he's just
no. He's not. I'm not saying he's not good looking, but he's just there. He's okay. Yeah, he's presentable.
Oh my
Very,
God. Okay, so we have handsome, we have good looking, we then have presentable and just there. Okay, presentable / just there.
It's not. When you say people are like fine, he's not all that fine, but he's okay.
Yeah, he has more funny looking
He has a
nose.
good look. He has a good look, so not really.
Is it the nose that's
okay?
why
So
he's
let me
good looking?
separate. Let me separate the good looking from he looks good. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So there's a difference between good looking and looks good.
But that's not what governance is about, anyways.
No, but we definitely want to have a president that
Looks presentable.
you know,
So he's very presentable.
exactly. Yeah. Like I said, if it's
young, still vibrant, charismatic,
but it's not all about that. Atiku is melanin popping.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, and Tinubu is a melanin. Sorry, I didn't say anything. No. Now I wanted to say that would have been a miss of melanin use, but no, but his son. I think when you look at his son, you can imagine how he looks as a young man.
Well, the son might take most of some features from the wife. Huh?
Yeah, his wife is presentable.
So which of the wives now? Who will be the first lady?
For Jacoba.
Atiku.
Titi, of course.
So what happens to the other wives?
Oh, they definitely have the way it works in the family.
So what if the others?
But you know, no.
They share it one.
The others will not. Don't forget, our former president Obasanjo had other wives. But Stella was the first lady. Okay. It's all about who. Like you talked about now. There is okay. When we were off camera, we were talking about certain things.
So are you sure that will not create issues?
No, absolutely not.
Why won't it create?
It won't create issues because from inception, they already know.
What if as the other wife, I decide that I have to be the first?
Atiku has 3 wives, and they are all from different parts of the country.
Okay, so don't you think other tribes will feel marginalized? Like if he has different wives and they like they've
never felt marginalized.
Igbo now, let's say he picks maybe the Yoruba wife now,
which is Titi.
I the Igbo now will feel like, oh, he decided to pick because he doesn't like Igbos.
No. He doesn't like Igbo, but he got married to you, right?
No, but then
get
married. Men get married for different reasons. Just oh, you look pretty. Let me have you as one of my wife. So basically, don't you feel like other tribes will feel like so he doesn't really like us? That's why he didn't pick our sister as the first lady.
No. The thing
don't you want
all the wives?
You think the other tribes would want a share? Like, okay, give this one first lady for 1 year. For 1 year, give this one 1 year. Let us rotate it so that we all feel. He's the unifier, so you
don't be surprised. Atiku might do it too. See, no. See, like play.
So you will do it.
That would be so cool.
So that would be bringing family.
No.
Issues.
Look at it from the bright side. Like this year, you run first lady. Next year, in the middle of next year,
constitutional?
Calm down now.
No, I'm asking.
No. There's the president and the first lady, right?
Has to be someone.
That's what I'm saying.
President's wife.
The president's wife. Good. That is why all of them. Before now, you think Atiku is not a person who has a coordinated family. He does have a coordinated family, so they already know who is going. In fact, I'm talking to you. I really do believe that as I'm talking to you right now, all the wives already know who is going to represent them as the first lady.
I think they will just.
No, it doesn't stop anything from getting to them. Whatever, if they were driving, whatever it is that they have, they will still get it.
Okay.
Yeah, some families have this we never at any point had any problem during Obasanjo time when Stella Obasanjo, blessed memory, was the first lady. There was no issue. She was all out there, doing projects for women and children. She was doing different things. There was no issue because I think most times this presidents, when they have more than one wife, they tend to pick the one who is, because you don't want to pick one of your wives who does not like to be out there. Some persons don't like to be out there. Others probably they are used to the outside movement, because as a first lady you'll be having meetings with other first ladies. If they're having women, you'll be there representing the women. But come to think of it, this first lady we have right now is one of the most boring.
Okay.
Why you say okay?
Well, kind of a first lady. Kind of.
She's one of a kind.
I say kind of a first lady. She's kind of.
She's not.
She's kind of a first lady.
She's not fully first lady.
Well, where is the office? Is there an office?
Her husband took it.
So it's a kind of.
Was that a wicked action?
So I don't know. It's best known to him and the presidency. So you can't totally blame her for whatever you think she's doing or not doing right. You can't totally blame, because there's actually no office. Just like not employing somebody and then
Yeah.
expecting the person to, or not employing somebody in a bank, expecting somebody to come and be a cashier, giving people money. How
You
does
carry
that
your money
happen?
and run.
When it, no, not even that, when he doesn't even have access to enter.
Yeah.
So, but
That's true.
yeah.
That's true. But well, she's fine, Shao. She's fine. She's a fine woman. You know, sometimes I just like seeing when she's angry. There was this picture of her when she was angry. And I was like, "Ah." But anyway, I think that for me as a lady, I would love to, I would love to see a beautiful first lady on the news. Like, oh, this is your first lady. Make everybody soft, soft, soft,
I would like
soft.
to see a beautiful female president.
Ooh. So wait,
So, yeah,
who?
but probably when the time comes.
We had yes, that reminds me.
When
We
the
had
time
this
comes.
young lady who wanted to go for the post of the president.
Okay.
What happened to her?
Well, this is Nigeria is at a crossroad, all right, of we've operated a kind of system for a long time and we're trying to transition to, having a more responsible governance, a more responsible government. So with the way things are right now, honestly, with the way things are right now, it's going to be number one, it's going to be difficult for a woman to get up there. And it's also going to be difficult, even if a woman finds herself there, it might be a bit challenging because a lot needs to change. All right.
Like what and what?
Of course, the way things has been done over the years, somebody needs to go up there, fix things. All right, which is even going to make it easier for a woman now to come in, and not only to come in, to perform. All right, to perform. It's the truth is right now it's not going to be easy because there's a whole lot of, if I could use that word, there's a whole lot of things are not right. So many things are not going well. So many, the economy is something else. Debts
Wait,
here.
are you trying to say?
there.
Are you trying to say something? Is it about that the cabal will not want the female?
Yes. So most
go straight to the
so
point,
yeah
cut
yeah
through the
no
corners.
so that is that you need to understand. Everybody in Nigeria understands.
Say you don't
Alright?
understand.
So the powers that be that has kept the country where it is right now would also not want a woman there and will also may probably frustrate a woman, woman's effort. So when by the time we get things right, set things right, it now becomes easier for a woman to get in. And not only to get in, because a lot of things has changed, it's also become easier for her to perform. You understand? So we're
To
looking
perform. When
so
you say
so,
perform,
so we're looking
sounds-
so we're looking you already mentioned
it sounds
what I mean.
somehow.
So you already
Perform.
mentioned what I mean. Perform in terms of these cabals and impede things.
Oh.
So these are the things we need to work on. By the time we work on them, and then we get a good man, right, to set things to get things working, it becomes easier for a woman to get in.
So wait. Let's just imagine that we have a young woman. Okay, not like maybe a woman in her 50s. Then would I have a man as her vice? Damn.
Of course, a man will have to be advised. A man will have to be advised probably as you starting out. A man will have to be advised. Then, and something else you also need to understand, is the fact that, this, well, this particular, what we are actually going through right now, because of the phase we are actually trying to transition towards, the populace are actually looking for someone they can trust via what the person has done in the past. Trust via your history. So you can be somebody who has the capacity, but have you delivered? So the lady, for instance, I'm talking about the woman now, can be somebody that has, but we now want to see judge
What she has
her
done from her local level,
from a
down
local
to state
level,
level,
maybe
down
something
to-
like it might not be local, it might not be state, but at least if she has, been, at the helm of affairs, probably local government or state government, and she has done things which the people can actually look at and say, okay, let us follow this person because we believe that this person can replicate. Let's assume somebody like what's his
Ngozi.
name now? No, Sheyi Makinde. Let's assume Sheyi
Oh,
was a
Shane
woman,
Makinde.
for instance. If Sheyi comes out for presidency now or after now, people will looking at. We don't need to give this to somebody that will take us back or will continue
Because they've seen his works.
in the problems we have. So we need somebody that has already shown us, that this is what I can do, and the person can go ahead.
So let's look at the women we have on ground. Aside from Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, who has proven in all areas that she's found herself, that she's worthy of whatever she's getting right now. She's held positions and there have not been any complaint. Like there have not been any negative complaint about her. But I think aside Ngozi, I cannot. No, the late Dora is another amazing woman too, but unfortunately, she's no more. So I think it's just Ngozi. Which other woman again can we think of?
Well, if they
The other woman, don't forget, she had some corruption cases.
If they were
that there were some bras that were gold.
If they were, then we will not be thinking about trying to remember if there's anybody. See, you don't need to when you're thinking of people that have performed, you don't need to think of them. When you want to mention people that they've performed.
Mama Florence Tagiwanko.
Eh?
I mean the young men. Okay. Young people like her.
Okay. So well, you don't need to think about them. All right, you don't need to think. Okay, even we want to talk about the male politicians, all right, or people fit for political positions in Nigeria. That's okay. They've performed. You don't struggle and say, oh, who is this person? How can I?
Yeah.
You don't need to do that.
They're just there.
They are there, and everybody knows. Everybody can see. It's just that sometimes sentiments can just overcloud us, and
that we watch it say what it therefore means is that we still have a very long way to go when it comes to women, occupying the highest seats in the country. That's just what it means. Absolutely. We'll go on a short break and we'll come back. We'll come to the last part of the show. Alright, Wahala Unwrapped, brought to you by Pros Nigeria. My name is Cynthia, and of course, just one word, few words from Joe Kelvin, the property guy. Ahead of the 2023 general elections, what are the things that you think that young people to have in mind? What they shouldn't forget? What should actually guide them as they run, through the elections from now to next year?
All right. There's a lot of things that has been happening in the country over the years. There are systems we've met, in Nigeria over the years, and these things has proven not to help us, right? And regardless of how some of us, can run out of the country, jackpot, and all, not everybody will be able to achieve that. And we also need to consider and look at other countries of the world. There are countries that are developed from, third world nations to first world nations in just a few, decades, and they could achieve this. Most of them even had, little resource compared to what we have here. So basically, I believe that we have the power where a country, that has a lot of youth population, and the youth has the power to be able to install a president that will be able to give us, the kind of governance that we want, a kind of governance that will favor everybody, not the type that will favor because you feel okay. Somebody can talk to somebody that can give you stuff or can put you in places or can give you this, can give you that. That is not sustainable because somebody else can also be in your position to get things and get that, and you will not get it. But if we have a society, a country that works for all, it becomes easier for anybody, just anybody, to work hard and become successful. So these are the things, I want young people to have in mind, as the elections come near. Let us look at the candidates, look at them without sentiments. Let's look at them, you know, with logic. Let's look at them with, and judge them. Which of them can actually give us the kind of governance we want? Not the type that you want personally, not the one you feel, okay, this will give me this. No, the type that will give everybody what they want. And let us, approach that. Let us, we've also had situations whereby a lot of youths did not get involved in the elections. But with the new electoral law, I believe it now that we now have the power to be able to vote. And if we vote, it becomes difficult for anybody to rig the election. That is the truth of the matter right now. That is how the electoral law is structured right now. They are banking on anybody that wants to rig the election is banking on the fact that some people will not vote. So if you have a voter's card, make sure you do well to vote. Go and get your voter's card and vote. It is very, very important. And vote your conscience. I believe by this time, in 2023, we would all be happy that we made the right decision if we all vote. Thank you.
All right. I do believe that by this time, 2023, the conversation will be different. I mean, August. Yeah, the conversation will be different. So, in everything you do, push for what is right. And of course, Pearls Nigeria will always be here to tell you what we think is right. I mean, what is right for me may not be right for you. Like for me, I want to see fine first lady. That's all that matters to me anyway. All right, so don't miss any of our episodes on Wahala Unwrapped, brought to you by Pros Nigeria. My name is Cynthia. I'm out of here.